back with Bobby and JJ Radio. If you're just tuning in, we spoke with Ines Picazo. She's talked about a lot of the fostering that is being done here in the San Antonio metro area. If you missed any of that, you don't have to cry. You go to bobbyandjjradio.com, be a part of the show. You be a fan of the show there. You can go to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, not MySpace because we don't have one of those.
I still have mine.
Do you? That's weird. So a couple more questions for you, Ines. So what are some of the standards and qualifications that families have to meet to be, a chosen family?
First of all, CFN in San Antonio, we do foster care, foster to adopt, straight adoption, and kinship and fictive kin.
Okay.
Kinship is if a child was removed and placed into a relative's home, that relative could become licensed, and they can receive financial assistance and also some support from our
I don't
agency.
know if people understand that when you foster, there's compensation.
Yes.
Right from the state. I think it's $23
a day, approximately.
Change a day per child. And so, but you guys look at different factors to make sure that they're not doing it for the money. They have to be able to be financially substantial on their own, right?
Yes.
So it's not like, so without a child, you should be okay. And then if a child comes, there's some
it's not income, it's reimbursement.
Sure.
And it's to help cover some of the costs.
Right.
And give some assistance to the family, but they need to be able to maintain their bills on their own.
Does a family have to foster like one at a time, or how does the fostering program really work?
It doesn't necessarily have to be one at a time. However, if it's a new family and maybe they've never had children in the past, and there's some other factors that we look at, or it could be their own desires that they only want one child, we look at all that. If we feel that a family has the tools to maybe meet the needs of more than one child, then we can do that as well. But it's a dialogue, and it's something that we discuss together.
You talked a little bit about reimbursement for helping out with the child. Where does this money come from?
From the state. The agency is reimbursed per child that we have in a foster home.
Right.
And then the agency reimburses the foster amount.
Gotcha.
So how long do foster kids usually stay with the family?
Typically, from the beginning of a case will go 12 months. So that means that the biological parents have 12 months to work their service plan and get their children back.
Sure.
So the case goes on for 12 months. At the end of 12 months, in certain situations, they may extend the case out another 6 months if possibly the bio parents started working their service plan late, but now are actually making progress. So it can be extended.
Sure.
If it's not extended, then they go to merits, which means that they will either terminate parental rights, or the parents may have the option to relinquish as well.
Sure.
So if that happens, do the foster parents have first chance to have an adoption happen with that child?
Yes. If the foster parents are interested in adopting the children, then that will be the permanency plan will be changed to adoption by non-relative, knowing that the caseworker knowing that these people want to adopt this child and this is going to be the best home for this child because the child is already bonded, has been there for a while,
in
so
school,
that's the plan.
Whatever. So Ines, I know that you're saying that we're low on families. So what happens when you haven't had enough families for this particular demographic of the child, and what happens when they cannot find a home for them? What happens to them at that point?
They go to shelters.
The shelters, okay.
And they're there. They could be there up to 90 days.
So each shelter they can be up there for 90 days, and then at that point you have to move them around somewhere else. It's kind of that's kind of the standard.
So if somebody's listening and they're interested in this program, maybe want to be a foster parent, where can they go to get more information?
They can contact me, Ines Picazo at Caring Family Network, and I can give my phone number.
Sure, please do.
830-822-0834, or the office number 210-691-3222. And again, we're located off Wurzbach in 10. If you're not sure about if you're ready to do this, or you have just general questions, feel free to call me and I can explain anything to you.